Alright, next match with Camerupt. And we got somebody in the Eternitist here. So they are close to hitting Master League. I'm getting a lot of those lately. I guess that makes sense. There's just 1 week till reset, so a lot of people making that final push, just like I am. And they're making me go first. So... not great. So, no basics in the hand. Now they know what I'm playing. They know my A spec. So let's see what they do with that information. Alright, and so I don't get it this time. I do get the Arvin though, so won't be able to Precious Trolley my first turn, but I will be able to my second turn. Assuming it hasn't been prized. And they just start Cornerstone. Luckily I top decked a Latias. I can Nest Ball for Volcanion. We'll retreat. Let's get a burn going. And that's all I can do for my first turn. And they stay burned. Nice. Okay, so they Arvin, Precious Trolley, and Turbo Energize. Let's see what they've got. Okay, and so we got Mega Absol box again. So we need to be mindful of the terminal period. Yeah, they're going to run Errand and then Turbo Energize to Absol. Okay, and they just hold there. Alright, now let's Arvin. And good, Precious Trolley stayed out of the prizes, so we can do that. We've got Technical Machine Evolution. And I've already got 1 Magmortar in hand. Okay, I've got 1 Magmar down. I'm going to grab a second Magmar. Or I should say a third Magmar. Second from the trolley, third total. Give that. Go ahead and evolve there. And I don't have the energy for the team evolution, so we're just going to go with a burn. I'm taking 5 damage counters a burn. And I'm just going to stay, because they're not going to try to attack with this Kangaskhan. They're going to attack with Absol. And if they move the damage over... No, they don't have enough. They're not going to be able... Okay, so they're just going straight for the Darkness Claw. Oh, and that's smart. Energy switch. So they'll be able to move the Dark that was on Kangaskhan to one of the monkeys. Yeah, Drainer Brain to Volcanion, and then I'm going to do Claw of Darkness. Okay. And they discarded my Camerupt, but honestly, they should have gone for Hilda. Because Hilda is just going to get me the other Camerupt as well as an energy. Whereas if they had done the Hilda, I would keep my Camerupt, but I wouldn't have the energy. So I think they messed up there. Alright, and so here's the thing. I had the switch, and my basics do get free retreat, so I'm going to put Volcanion here. We're going to burn, even though I've only got one mag mortar, that's okay, because Roasting Feet does 240, and then 50 from burn. That is enough to knock out this Absol. And now they have no attacker because they went all in on the Absol. So this is a much better position than the last time I faced Absol. Much happier with this. And they know I can hit 290. So yeah, they're giving the Bravery Charm. They're also going to need that second Monkey Dory. But here's the thing. If they prepare a second Monkey Dory, they're not adding energy to Kangaskhan. So let's see what they choose to do. Okay, so they're going for Yveltal. Guess they're going to try to clutch. Oh, nope. Turbo Energize. Okay. Which, I mean, clutch was very powerful when it first came out, but now a lot of people are prepared for it, especially my deck. My deck has a lot of mobility. I have Switch, I have Turo, I have Jet Energy, so the chances of me being stuck in the active are not good for them. So they're going to Turbo Energize. I'm guessing probably the second Monkey Dory and one to Kangaskhan. Oh, nope, they're just going double Kangaskhan. And they left the damage on Cornerstone, maybe in case they need to use it later. Like, for instance, you know, Volcanion takes, this has 220, so if they move 20 over, now they can one-shot with Kangaskhan, so that's probably the line they're thinking. Grab the Jet and another Mag Mortar. So now burn is going to be even more impactful. It's not going to be a one-shot. Oh yeah, I should have known. When I grabbed Hilda, there was only one Mag Mortar available, but oh well. That TM Evolution, don't need it anymore, so goodbye. And they stay burned, so they're gonna have to switch out if they want to just get knocked out to burn. They have 8 cards in hand. Okay, now they're putting it on to Camerupt. Interesting, they use both monkeys to put it on Camerupt. And that Lively Stadium actually helps my... Oh, they're doing Countercatcher, okay. So they're just going to try to go for Camerupt. So they think, oh, 3 prizes there, let's do that. I also don't have a second Numel in play, so if they do take out Camerupt, I don't really have another attacker. I really should have checked my deck to see that I didn't have more Mag Mortars. Because right now that Magmar is just taking up a bench spot. Okay. So now I have to go through 380 HP on the Kangaskhan. Jet Energy on Volcanion. Burn. And now I can just retreat it. Roasting Heat. Alright, and they are close to being knocked out. They do cure the burn. But yeah, if they didn't have all their little bonuses in play, that Kangaskhan would have been gone. So that's fantastic. Wow, 9 cards in hand and no energy, no way to move energy. Alright, Cypher Maniac, so they're going to put 2 cards that they want on top of their deck. They run Errand for those 2 cards. And they're retreating. Oh, okay. There's a third energy. Why do they do that? Maybe they're afraid of just getting knocked out next turn. I don't know. But they clutched. Okay. Here's the thing. Boss's orders. So none of that matters. And Mist Energy prevents effects from attacks, but it wouldn't prevent burn. I don't need to switch out. I can just use my Ignition Energy and use my secondary attack, Volcanic Meteor. That Ignition Energy discards itself anyway, and it meets the discard requirement for my attack. So that is game. And we do get Revenge against Mega Absol. That one feels really good.